Yeah.
So now, how do you feel about that? We're gonna segue off that. How do you feel about the gang culture being used in entertainment as basically like, you know, a popular trend? Because that's kind of leads right into that.
You know, and that's what I was gonna say. People like Lil Wayne and a lot of guys on the West Coast made it very popular through rap videos and rap concerts and shit. Especially NWA, they was tearing shit up in the late 80s, and it just became real attractive. But damn, I'm sorry, what was your question? Oh, I got it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Look, so I used to be real hard on that type of shit. Like, I thought Hollywood was really pimping us out, right? And they still are. But I think the difference now, you got people more conscious of the culture now. And plus people are taking the money and doing the right thing with it, raising kids, buying property, investments, stuff like that. But it's just me personally and doing what I do, I just feel like Hollywood always puts their own twist on it. Somebody's writing a script that hasn't truly lived the lifestyle, so they don't really know the ins and outs of the culture. And so where there's a gap, where they don't have the information, they rely on their own fantasies. And that's how you get all these fake movies and shit with the gang banging and stuff, because they don't really know how it go. You know, they know.
And they're too scared to really tap in and cut checks with motherfuckers and put them in a position of power to have a say so.
That's true. And let me say this: if they're not scared, they just don't want to see you living on the scale that they living on.
Oh, of course. They like, how the fuck y'all gonna come from over there and be kicking in Calabasas with us? Nah, y'all stay your ass over there, and we'll do our little 1-2, and we'll butter the bread the way we see fit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, that's a fucking personal problem. Stay your ass over there.
And I low-key get it, because they done went to college, you know, they got degrees, and they lived the life right. So they looking at you like you uneducated, dumb motherfucker, and you've been in prison all your life. So I get that part. The part I don't get is, you're making money off my lifestyle. You're making money off how we were raised in my community. So why am I not entitled to some of that bread?
Most definitely, or at least a seat at the table. I see you put a lot of projects together, mad videos, short documentaries. We're gonna get into some other stuff that I've seen that you had been working on, books and different things, but like, at least just let me have a seat at the table and let me work my way in. You know what I'm saying? And be fair. I got a good product, fuck with me. Lead me down a path where I could get some distribution, or I could be overseas, or, you know, be in this film festival, or whatever the fuck it is. I could get some people to come on and start building some shit with me slowly but surely. Let me earn my spot. Don't just give me everything, because I know how life works, but let me earn my shit.
Yeah, all I ask to give me is the opportunity. The rest is gonna follow. And I just, you know, a lot of people are attracted to me and like my get down, because I understand the culture. So I'm not just interviewing people and don't know what questions to ask or how this and that happened. So I kind of know how to get the right answers out of you. 9 times out of 10, if you haven't noticed, I already know the fucking answer. I'm doing it for the audience. You know, I need the audience to understand what's going on.
Well, how you get from point A to B to C, linear. Tell the story in a fashion where they can live it, breathe it, and taste it. They feel like they went through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're bringing the realism to their doorstep. That's what you do very well.
Right. Now, if a person decides to lie or put extras on it, that's on them, you know. But the people that know, then they're gonna know you lying or putting extras on it. And then, you know, then your interview all of a sudden is not that good, because now you got a bunch of righteous haters. But if you just keep it real and calm, you know, just tell it how it is. You don't have to tell the bad shit. You don't have to tell us you got punked and slapped and spit on, but just keep the shit real.
But don't act like you was bucking everything down, and you know what I mean? You was the illest motherfucker. You was Johnny Dangerous. You Rambo out this motherfucker, and people saying otherwise. Just like you said, just be yourself, and people will love you for who you are.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Now, do you feel that gang affiliation and entertainment or the hip hop world actually downplays the gang culture in reality as far as the value system in the streets?
You mean behind the scene?
Well, behind the scenes, on the forefront, however you want to pivot.
I never thought about them downplaying it on the screen, but behind the scene, absolutely. Kind of like what we were saying, not paying you what you're worth, not giving you opportunity, because again, when we already spoke on it, they don't want to see you living like them, man. That's just
I don't want you standing next to me, basically. So I'll stand in front of the camera and whoop-de-woo do all this extra shit with you, but behind the scenes, whatever affiliation that I might be pretending I have to the gang or this or that, that shit stops when the cameras go off.
Right.
So you don't really have a problem with that because you can see what it is for what it is, and you're maneuvering through the snakes and the vultures and the righteous people and all that extra shit.
I think it's fair to say that because I come from many aspects of this life. So I understand the business part of it, the bullshit part of it, and the real part of the whole shit. So yeah, I'm kind of passive to a lot of things and dealing with
Is there anything
Hollywood.
that you experienced early on that kind of threw you for a loop, getting in these different rooms maybe, or speaking with different people, or thinking that, damn son, I thought you was, you know what I mean, official with your shit, and you over here on some, I'm saying, some half-ass shit. You basically scared. You want to be down, but not really.
Yeah, real talk.
So you experience anything like that, like trying to push your work or your products or anything directly?
Yeah, absolutely. Many times, you know, a lot of people, they'll entertain the conversation, but once you walk away, they don't call back. They don't answer texts. They don't do none of that shit. They'll spend the whole day with me, bro. And I'm not just talking about white people. I'm talking about black people. You know, they'll sit at the table with you all day. They'll feed you, buy you drinks, pick your brain, and can't wait to get away from your ass. You know?
That's some real shit right there. So motherfuckers will come around you, get up in your mentals, see what you got popping off, take your little ideas, go manifest them their way. And basically they look at it like, I just invested in this guy, having this little bit of fun with him, but this was really for me to make a power play.
Absolutely. And two, and let's say, because we living in the era of these clout chasers.
Facts.
So I think there's, and this is just an opinion. My opinion is a lot of these guys, matter of fact, it's more than opinion, because one guy actually came out, he's related to the owner of who discovered Netflix, and he told me out his own mouth that he never lived around no real gang members. And so he don't know what it's like to be sitting in a room with a guy with a gun, and you're supposed to trust this guy. And he don't know what it's like to be in a rock spot where people coming to buy dope, and he's sitting in there. So he comes to visit me, promising me that he'll look out, you know, try to hook me up, get these meetings for me and everything. And he comes over, we talk. I never hear from him again. So my opinion becomes they just want to be able to run to their friends, their square friends, or their people in high places and kind of reciprocate what I'm saying. So it's like they're turning on other people who haven't been around this.
They're living vicariously through your game.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's funny you say that because I was at a dinner one night, you know what I mean? And there happened to be somebody, I think they were from Rollin or one of them big time magazines, Vanity, one of them shits, and they were like an editor or something. So, you know, there used to be a notorious hip hop club in New York called The Tunnel. And I used to go there. So we were just bullshitting or whatever, you know, you're just talking about stuff. And once he heard The Tunnel and a little story I told, because there used to be a bathroom upstairs, and crazy. Like shit, you should just go. They had a bar inside the bathroom. So you can imagine niggas getting robbed, hit with bottles, all type of crazy shit going on. So this nigga was like, yo, can you tell me more stories like this? Cause you know, and I was like, so now he's stuck to me like glue, but it's only because he wants to know about shit so he could go write an article. He don't give a fuck about me at the end of the day. So it like it's bugged out because you see the game the person's running, but you still trying to trust them a little, because not really trust them, but see where it goes, because you never know, you know what I mean? But
absolutely. That's exactly what it is. That's
we're from the streets, so you know when a motherfucker is, you know what I mean? They not really down, but you still give them the benefit of the doubt. But it's like, okay, so I pump my brakes, I walk away from the situation. Yo, I'm gonna hit you up, I'm gonna do it. Never heard from the motherfucker again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just the way it is.